नमस्कार, सलाम, सत श्री अकाल, या अली मदद, गुड मॉर्निंग टू कैलगरी। आप सबका स्वागत है हमारे प्रोग्राम आपकी आवाज़ में। ये प्रोग्राम आप सुनते हैं हमारे अपने फेवरेट रेडियो चैनल रेडियो सुर संगम पर और देखते हैं हमारे अपने फेवरेट टीवी चैनल पंजाबी नेशनल पर। हर वीक की तरह मैं आपका होस्ट, आपका दोस्त अमृत एक बार फिर से हाजिर हूँ अपडेट लेकर फ्रॉम द गवर्नमेंट। और इस समय कोविड टाइम्स हैं और क्या गवर्नमेंट हमारे लिए कर रही है और क्या-क्या अनाउंसमेंट्स उन्होंने करी हैं, उसके बारे में हम कुछ अपडेट्स लेंगे। और जो हमारे साथ आज शामिल हैं, हमारी अपनी ऑनरेबल मिनिस्टर ऑफ सीनियर्स एंड हाउसिंग मिस जोसेफिन पॉन। गुड मॉर्निंग मैम, गुड आफ्टरनून रादर, वेलकम टू द शो। I'm not able to hear you, ma'am. Can you check your... Yeah.
After the 2000s of virtual meeting, I still keep forgetting that unmute my mic. Apologize. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon.
Welcome to the show, ma'am, and thank you so much for your time. I know it's really busy time for you, but again, people, our listeners, our audience, they always look forward to our program where we talk about the latest updates from the government. And thank you for sharing with us that particular thing, ma'am.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, to start with, ma'am, I know you have we are very short time. I just want to start with there has been announcement about the like a paid leave for all the people who are working if they are going to the vaccination. There is some special announcement made from the government that they will get some compensation for 3 hours or something. Can you just put some light on that, please?
Well, thank you so much. Yes, as we are so glad that we have passed this Bill 71. We call that pay leave for vaccines that appointment, and
Right.
very quickly, very fast. And that's the kudos to our minister, the copying the labor in immigration, to put all together very quickly. So that I just want to give you some highlights about this, and we
Please.
understand that that to everyone want to get back to the normal life. Okay,
Right.
and
Right.
the only way or many the different way that you can get over this, and one important one is getting a vaccine. So
Right.
right now we have the Astra, I believe that's AZ
Yes.
vaccine,
Yeah.
AstraZeneca, the vaccine that available to the people that who's 40 years or older to get vaccine. So that we want to make sure that we get as many as Albertan to get vaccine, and move on to the normal life. So for this vaccine, for this Bill 71, that a pay leave for vaccine appointment, the
Right.
key message is effective April 21, 2021, then the employer need to pay up to 3 hours of pay leave for the people that make the appointment to get the vaccine. And
Right.
that is a job protection leave of vaccine as well. So that even the part-time or full-time employee, they are qualified for this vaccine.
Okay.
And we got there's a no limitation for or how long have you been working with the employment to get the 3 hour pay leave. So there's a no limitation for the length of employment, offering for full and part-time employee. And if but the more very important that employee who's booked their appointments and getting take that 3 hours off to get vaccine, and of course including a transportation time, then they should discuss that with the employer before they leave and prior to booking appointment, because sometimes it is very difficult for the small business. They might have like one or two people in each shift. So
Right.
I would encourage those as an employer or employee that have a communication that when the employee book the time off for the vaccination, then they before they book, talk to your employer when is the appropriate time, then the employer can make the appropriate arrangement.
That's amazing, but it's great news. Like at least if the people are going for the vaccination, and if they are missing work for that time, at least the employers have that security to get them the money, because at least like that is kind of small security, but at least people can take advantage of that for sure.
But that is the whole purpose about this. We don't want the
Right.
people just worry about that if they take time off the vaccine and they come back and they have no job. Or sometimes as every dollar is kind of, particularly during the pandemic. So for the persons that take time off and not getting paid, a particular part-time employee, it is a little bit difficult. Particularly those ones that pay by hourly. That's why this government passed the Bill 71 very quickly, and the effective is on April 21st. And make sure that people they qualify to get that vaccine, please go book the appointment and talk to the employer, book the appointment as soon as possible.
Absolutely. Thank you for that update, ma'am. Another thing which as I follow you, we were celebrating a volunteer week, and I see your post every day about the volunteers. Can you update us with that? Like, it was amazing to see like how volunteers help the community, right?
Well, you are one of them. I know you so many years. Well, we are really old friend. Even though I became the politician, and
Right.
you have been making such great contributions in the community. So you are one of them. I should be recognized. And
Thank you so
yes,
much.
yeah, National the Volunteer Week, which is run from April 18 to 24, to celebrate all the contributions of the volunteers in the community across the provinces. And this is a very important that to recognize all the volunteers. They contribute the time, and most of them they're not asking return, right?
Right.
They do
Right.
it because it's the right thing to do. They do it because they want to give back. They do it because they want to make a stronger community for the children and for the people live in the community. So
Absolutely.
and we all believe that the value of one and the power of many. So
Absolutely.
many get together, and that is powerful. So during this this volunteer week, and I'm so proud to recognize all the volunteer in my constituency. We have a 5 different association, so that they are the top five from which of the constituency
Right.
volunteer that do so much work in the community of being recognized. And also
Right.
not just myself, as some of the MLA actually across as a province, they use a different kind of format to recognize their MLA, the volunteers in the community as well. However, Minister, I hear very well, and
Yeah.
Minister I
Yeah.
have as a minister for the multiculturalism and status of women, and
Right.
she has the award that. Give it the award to the volunteer as well, that
Hmm.
to recognize that the work in the contribution in
Contribution.
in
Right.
the community. Yeah, so I just want to give you some highlight about this, that we believe that volunteer play a major role, and especially that when the government roll out the recovery plan. So without the volunteer, we unable to do much in the community. Like for instance, the 26,400 non-profit organizations, and each year more than 1.6 million Albertan. They
Right.
provide more than 262 million volunteer time to support
Wow.
the nonprofit and the volunteer sector at a value of $55.6 million
That's
in
amazing.
Alberta alone.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And Honorable Minister, what I think Canada is one of those top countries where the service of volunteering, or rather this kind of subject is taught to you while you were a kid, right? Here, people will volunteer for anything which is helpful for the community, and they will even donate with open hearts. I've seen when there were floods or when there were
Oh
earthquakes
yes.
in other parts of the world, so many people came forward and they gave donated the money. That was amazing, amazing, amazing. And I think the kind of volunteer work which I've seen in Canada, I've not seen in anywhere, any other country, right?
Well, I agree. I think that North America, particularly Canada, that do a very good job to connecting those people within the community. And then, particularly government, we do across ministry. We have a different kinds of award that provided to reward and recognize and appreciate all the different volunteers association. So, for instance, Minister here, municipal, sorry, multicultural status
Sure.
as a woman that
Women, right.
since April 22nd, then
Hmm.
Albertan have submitted some more than 810 nominations to the
Wow.
Alberta Northern Light
Light.
Volunteer Recognition Program. And
That's
today,
amazing.
yeah, we have approximately recognized 90 volunteers and for this that award. So keep coming, and we would love to hear from you. And also, I wanted to mention about my senior the services award as well. That every year during the senior week, that is award for the volunteer who helping senior and make a great difference in the community, particularly during the pandemic time. And
Right.
the senior, the most vulnerable residents in town. So that I see lots of different non-profit organizations deliver food, deliver the prescription, and drive them the transportation back and forth to get a vaccine. And number of things that I can even take 2 hours probably to share with you that what these amazing people do for the senior. So just keep watching. I would love to come back and to share with you about my senior service award in June.
We would love to cover that, and if everything goes well, maybe we are live with you at the venue, or maybe on line. We will be, delighted to share that with our audience and listeners, because it's a great recognition for a service where people are helping each other, and the people are,
Yep.
without any motive of their own, they help and reach out to the people who need help. And we are thankful to you and the government for having these kind of awards, where at least such people are recognized, so that
Yep.
it motivates more and more people to help the others.
Yeah, they will be so happy that to see that more and more younger generation they want to get involved to helping that
Absolutely.
in the community. So it is a good sign, and I like you say this is from the parents that who teach your kid that not just a keep taking, but you have to give back. So this is a good. This is a good sign, and I hope everyone's continue. And for whoever listen to this radio, the program right now, I would love to I would love to say that thank you to everyone that who contribute your time and your effort, your tireless effort that are making the community better. Thank you all.
Amazing, amazing.
Mm.
Another question I have for you is, I was reading about your comments about your collaboration with federal minister for budgets for seniors for 2021. So can you put a little bit light on that, please?
You're quick because I just had my meeting last Friday at the 5 o'clock our time is 7 o'clock that time, and that I have to say that we build very strong relationship with the Minister Shelter, who is the federal government for the seniors, and
Right.
we have such a great discussions. And I just remind everyone too, in case you don't know, I'm also the co-chair of that province and federal province and territories and forum. So I'm the co-chair with the federal minister to helping her and co-chair the forum for all the provinces across. So regularly we have that kind of meeting that the sharing
Right.
with all the ministry across Canada. So the
Hmm.
meeting about is exchange. Excuse me, exchange of information, and as well as that if you guys have a chance to look at the budget for Mr. Shelf, looking at different budget allocations and funding for seniors, then there's a highlight a couple of things I would like to mention that
Hmm.
propose that they proposed the $50 million for over 5 years is starting this
Right.
year 2020 to 21 for the public health
Hmm.
agents of Canada to advance a national action plan to end the basic violence. Okay, that's a very important, because as we want to make sure that we promote and protect those the vulnerable people, and prevent the family violence as well, and including elder abuse. And this is something that I have a passion, my team have a passion to continue the work on it. Often the last few years, particularly, that like some of the senior home, senior care, or long-term care, you see some awful story about the elder abuse. So that is something that I'm
Absolutely.
glad, yeah, I'm glad to see that the minister shall to allocate some funding and a budget for the looking into the family violence, particularly elder abuse.
And it's a big subject, and I believe we are also with our foundation, we gonna be working out a plan, and when things are a little bit okay, I would request your time to come to you and discuss what we think about the elderly and how we can stop to or reduce the percentage of this elderly abuse, and how we can at least get some guidance to take those people to a counselor or somewhere they can be helped. And I know that
Yep.
you are there always for them.
Yeah, so definitely, that's my teams is working on it. And for elder abuse, not just physical, right? Mentally too,
Mentally, yes, of course, you're
and
absolutely right. Yeah.
as well as a financial. Because I said,
Yes.
well,
Yes.
you know that I was a work as a banker before for many
But yeah.
years, and
Yeah.
then sometimes you see that there are people and try to steal money from the senior,
From the
and
seniors, right?
or house, even though that they can
And
transfer the house title without, that senior even aware of that.
sometimes we came to know it's their own family sometimes did with them, and they had no idea that this was going on. So they are definitely vulnerable, and we should stand with them, because they are our seniors. We They are our, when they were there when we needed them, so we can't just leave them out there without helping them out, or if they need us, we have to stand by them for sure.
Oh, that's for sure. Like, my mom's is 65. I love her to death, and I would do anything to protect my mom.
But
And that is the same as all the seniors in Alberta. And I want to
absolutely.
protect them. I want to work on that uh make sure they have the enjoyable life the rest of their life, like, I mean, after they retire. So that is something that we will heavily work on it, and also the work with the federal government level, and you will see more detail later on. But like, that is something on my top priority to working and to protect our seniors. Okay.
Thank you so much for that.
And the
Yeah.
second things I want to mention is a proposal about $100 million for 3 years starting 2021, that the Public Health Agency of Canada to support projects that are innovative mental health invention when invented stations for the population. This proposal impacted by the COVID-19, and then we know that COVID-19 make it so much impact to anyone, everyone in different level, particularly for senior. We want
Right.
to protect them as a government. That's the number one, save life and protect the senior. So we did have pose some health restriction, because I make sure that COVID-19 under control. Make sure that we save life for the COVID for the senior. But at the same time, it's a little bit sometimes a little bit difficult. We have to balance that, because we are put some health restriction for visiting, but at the same time that would be difficult that for the senior not to see the family and friends for a long time. And this COVID-19 has been over a year now. So
Yes.
that is something that it might generate some feeling of isolation, feeling that mental illness as well, or health that impact them, because they don't see the friends and family or nobody to talk to. However, that thank God we working with some nonprofit organization, we allocate some funding that those nonprofit organizations have some the program, or have something that working partnership with some of the senior home care center, that they have devices like the iPad and things like that, they can share.
Right.
So each
Right.
senior, even though they have a health restriction, they are unable to see the family friends in person. However, they can use the iPad through the social media and FaceTime to talk to the grandchildren, talk to the friends, and it is a quite successful. And then many of organizations have this service available for the seniors.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And I will keep on talking to you in our future programs also. And we will update our listeners with more and more work for the seniors you guys are doing. Now, the last thing I have for you is a little bit of information about NICU, which you were talking on your. Your Facebook or LinkedIn, wherever I follow you. So if you can talk a little bit about that, and then we will conclude our program for today.
Are you talking about the NACI, that recent announcement?
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, okay. So that, yeah, that's a lots of announcement we made the last couple of weeks. And it's really, that's hard to get, hard to follow. But I'm glad that you follow me, because it's I do my social media update. My fantastic the press secretary Natalie Thompson keep my people that are informed regularly. So the last
For
week
sure.
recommendations for the and ACIs and offering the vaccination a scene to those age
Right,
30 and older. However,
right.
unfortunately, that we have a limited surprise from the to Ottawa. So right now, we have about 112,000 dosage remains at the pharmacist and AHS site, and over a
Right.
hundred appointment booked in the next 14 days for the vaccine.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
currently, we haven't have any word from the confirmations from the Ottawa yet, and they are coming soon. So right now, the rule is that for the people that they get the AstraZeneca's vaccine, that for those people that 40 and older at this time. And I believe that there is
Hmm.
some the area that you can walk in and get a vaccine, and then some of the pharmacies that you have to book the appointment. So please book your appointment, and that's a very important. We are hoping that get most of the people that get vaccine, and we actually so pleased to report that we had about 48,000 dosage that done in the last 3 days alone.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So much work, and just have 24 hours, and we have to sleep. We have to take care of our health also. But hats off to you guys. You are working around the clock for us, for the Calgarians, and for Alberta. And I'm very sure that coming times we will be better. And when the vaccination is complete, that cycle is complete, then I hope people will be a little safe. We still have to take precautions and follow the guidelines. But thank you to a government who is helping us so much to fight this COVID 19. And there are other countries where the government is not doing anything. So at least we are in good hands, and we should be thankful to God that we are in Canada, and we are getting the vaccination for everyone pretty soon. Thank you, Ms. Pon, Honorable Minister, for your time today. And we will meet soon with more updates from you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone, and thank you for having me again. Goodbye.
Thank you so much. Take care, ma'am. तो ये थे हमारे ऑनरेबल मिनिस्टर एमएस जोसेफिन पून, ऑनरेबल मिनिस्टर फॉर सीनियर्स एंड हाउसिंग. एंड काफ़ी अच्छी जानकारी हमें आज मिली. तो प्लीज़ अपना ध्यान रखें, सेफ रहें, अपने माशरे में लोगों का ध्यान रखें, प्यार मोहब्बत से रहें. बहुत डिफ़िकल्ट टाइम है, और एक दूसरे की हेल्प करना बहुत ज़रूरी है. सेफ रहना बहुत ज़रूरी है. प्लीज़ कोविड गाइडलाइंस को फॉलो करें और सुरक्षित रहें. थैंक यू सो मच. अगले वीक मैं आपसे दोबारा जुड़ूंगा. तब तक गुड बाय.